Okay, just got long 1150. It's Thursday, 14th March 2024. Just gone 12:53 p.m. Chicago time. And the reason for going long, we got a signal on the 500 tip bar chart. We bottomed here. It's the new setup of the better indicators where things are a little bit cleaner. Definitely bottomed a while ago, kind of down here at 5200, but I was just waiting for a signal. This stair-step trade didn't work out, but anyway, 500 tip bar chart, we've got exhaustion, sell, bullish divergence, and a flush pattern down here. Market reverses, we come into blue professional bar. Looks like a stair-step trade because we haven't seen blue professional bars down here at the lows, but it just pushes straight through that, and we get a signal here when we've got a little pullback and we continue to break through the better pro-am support line there. So blue professional bar just come in here on better sine wave down here at the lows. We had pullback to end of trend on a left shoulder, pullback to end of trend on the head of the move on the intermediate time frame. Then we get a sign of strength, and we push through into an uptrend. So we're breaking low intermediate time frame, and blue professional bars come in here. So let's see what happens next. 1500 tip bar chart, there's the exhaustion patterns down at the lows, exhaustion, sell, bullish divergence. And now we pushed on, we've got a combo signal here, the background's in red, which means the trend in terms of price and volume both in the same direction. And we had a sign of strength on the 1500 tip bar chart in terms of cyclical patterns as well. So blue professional bars, they're just taking profits up here. Got a couple of hours to run. See where this goes next. So it's tempting to try my stop up to 10, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it down here, just at 3. Just it's trailing up a little bit quickly. Sometimes I like trailing up using the 1500 tip bar chart instead of the lowest time frame, because this will get broken temporarily and then we'll kind of resume the trade. So here we go, blue professional bar coming on the 1500 tip bar chart as well. So serious volume happening here, serious professional activity happening. So they're just waiting for a breakout above this channel, kind of above 20, just getting set, picking up all the spare volume there, ready for a break. We're above resistance on the low in the intermediate time frame, no end of trends yet here. So we got seemingly everything going together. We've got signs of strength, and we got confirmed breaks on better pro-am here and here. So all four charts are looking good. We just need to bust up through here and go for an exhaustion pattern on the 500 tip bar chart. So come on, let's see where it goes next. Alright, here we go. Let me explain this. So the background printed here is blue with the blue. Here we go. We're going for a break with the blue professional bars come in. So this is a refinement of the original better pro-am, where we're looking for big professionals. So this is professional activity with the blue bars going on here. But when we also have blue professional bars on the next highest time frame, it signals with a blue background. So this means this is very high average trade size in this time frame. So that's important. We get breaks and turns when we have big blue professional bars showing up. So these are professional bars, and these are what I call big blue professional bars. So are we taking profits, or are we getting ready for the break? Yeah, so we go to the 1500 tip bar chart, and that's what that background's picking up. The next highest time frame is picking up these blue professional bars that are coming in, and they're not particularly coming in at a previous high taking profits. To me, that looks like they're ready for a break. So that's a gathering pattern, waiting for a break above 20. Then we come back to 15, and so let's see if they're just going to freak us out here. Go for a sharp move down and then reverse and go through, or is it just gonna break? So we go 17, and all of a sudden we'll start to move towards 20, and then we're away to the races. Here we go, trailed the stop up to 13.5. We're still keeping it down at 3 at the moment. So, alright, so we've just had a little confluence of patterns happen here. So this is the background printed in grey. That is a big things happen at triple signals. So we've got the end of trend on the lowest time frame, resistance come in with resistance on the highest time frame, and we've got resistance on the intermediate time frame. So all three have come together. So that's a big things happen at triples. So you either get bounces or breaks at triples. So we'll either bounce off this resistance on the highest time frame, just turn around and kind of reverse and go the other way, or we'll have a breakthrough there into a big trending move. So it's kind of a decision point area that's being highlighted. And then look to the volume patterns. What are the professionals doing? What's the momentum doing in order to decide whether to reverse and get out of the position or continue to hold for a break. So I'm holding at the moment, but it's having trouble getting through that 2021 area. And here's the stop pin trail up to 13.5. So I'm going to do that. Alright, here we go, we're on our way, breaking back up through the 21 area. The stop did hold on the 500 tip bar chart. My stop's sitting at 13.5 now. So that's a gathering pattern, waiting for a big move, and we got our big things happen at triples here. And let's just put this all together so it's all nice and neat. So we go. We had our signals all happening on all four charts, 2 time frames, 2 ways of looking at the market, price and volume. And we didn't catch the low. That's doesn't bother me at all. Just rather get the direction right and into a big move. Okay, now the background is just printed in blue on the 1500 tip bar chart. So that means big blue professionals are stepping in. So that's on the next time frame up, the 4500 tip bar chart. There'll be a blue professional bar stepping in there. So this means all these blue professional bars, there's some serious players stepping in with big order sizes, so the average trade size bumps right up, waiting for the next move. And let's see, it's like getting through this local high, what is that, kind of 24s, will bust us out of this channel and might get interesting. Alright, trailed the stop up to 17 because the 1500 tip bar chart popped up here, 17 trail. I'm surprised we've not made this jump up to 24s quicker. We're just kind of coming off. And there might be an opportunity for reversal trade. That might be good into the close if this doesn't work out. Out. 1675 fell. For 5 1/4, so in at 11.5, out 1675. So the trailing stop got broken, but there might be an opportunity to reverse and go short into the close, which would be interesting. So if all of these blue professional bars were actually selling in the 20s, then we'll get a reversal signal breaking through here. Nah, don't come back up, go through 22s. Let's wait and see. There's no exhaustion buy. I mean, it was strange that at the bottom down here there was no blue professional bars, so this could all have been just an opportunity to kind of game it back up, get short into the 20s, and then write it down again. But let's wait, see if we get a signal short on the 500 tip bar chart. Pull back to end of trend synced up with resistance. We got a big things happen at triples signal. I just realized I wasn't recording any of that, so I'm short of 15 based on the signal here, signal short on the better pro-am chart, confirmed break for the trailing stop, the pro line here. And we've also got a sign of weakness on the better sine wave chart here, so good. Come back up to test at 18, and we're coming back down. So I was just trying to explain this as I was not recording what's going on here. So better sine wave chart and the 1500 tip bar chart. now shows us big things happen at triple signals. So here we've got a condition where we've got all three time frames are showing resistance. Intermediate, low, and highest time frame are all white, their resistances. So that's the first sign of big things happen at triples. The condition continues. We're still showing resistance in all three time frames here with the background in grey, but as soon as we see that first condition pop up, the big things happen at triples kind of line comes onto the chart. And then we're looking for either breaks or bounces. So from that big things happen at triples, we either bounce off that resistance, as we have done here, and get a reversal, or we break through it into a strong trending move. This one, we bounced off it, we got signs of weakness. So after having this big things happen at triple signals, we're waiting for the trending system better sine wave to signal in, and that's when it changes into this downtrend here, and we get a signal here. This particular break here, big things happen at triples, we had a break into a downtrend and another downtrend and another downtrend here. We had a little red bar and then we went into a white bar there. This one down here, the better big things happen at triples signals, comes in and we continue to break lower, and that's into a trending move. And then when we do get the strength here, it comes after the end of trend on the intermediate time frame, bang, and we get that sign of strength, and we rally from there. So that's what's happening on the better sine wave chart. It just gives us a price indication of where we might get a good entry point. And because the professional bars are really what's driving the market, looking for confirmation with them. The blue professional bars came in on the 20 to 24 kind of area, 20 to 20, what was that high? 22 area, and they were taking profits on that retrace there, probably because we didn't see blue professional bars right at the lows down here. You can see that little blue professional bar, stair-step trade didn't work out. We got long at that point there on that break at 11.50 when we got this signal here, but they didn't take profits. We didn't have blue professional bars all the way down to the lows, so they've gamed it back up in order to get short in this zone, the 20 to 22 kind of zone, and we're going to push it back down, test into those lows, and that's where the blue professional bars will come in, probably at the close, because we're 140 at the moment, so 138. So we've got confirmed downtrend on better Pro-Am here with this signal short. We're on the 500 and the 1500 tip bar chart there, which is good. We've got our signs of weakness here on the better sine wave chart. We don't have one on the 1500 tip bar chart because we don't have a triple condition kind of come up yet. So let's keep holding, see where this thing goes. Okay, reverse gone long at 16, long at 16. So small loss on that last trade, so short at 15. Reverse and gone long at 16, and the reason for that is the rainbow patterns. So it was a flush pattern on the 1500 tip bar chart. Come into amateurs leading the move, they could be wrong footed, and so reversed and gone long. So interesting. I'll always talk about reversals happening before 11 AM. No, not particularly. This is kind of 11 AM. We kept on trending down, so at 12:30 we decided to bottom, go the other way, and blue professional bars kind of stepped in, and the amateurs getting wrong-footed at this point. And so let's see if we drive back up through 20s, 21s, and flip better Pro-Am around, and then it'll be a continuation of the uptrend. Yep, short 1450, short 1450. Check my stops and targets. So it was just a bounce back up from the rainbow patterns. We didn't break through 20s, 2075 up here. We had amateur bars at the highs here, couldn't push through, and then we kind of turned around. So we got big things happen at triples on the 500 tip bar chart and the 1500 tip bar chart. We got our first sign of weakness here on the 500 tip bar chart. Once this breaks down on the 1500 tip bar chart, we'll get a similar signal. We need to break a support, significant support. To do that, there'll be an intermediate support here on the 500 tip bar chart and a lowest time frame here. Hasn't happened yet. That'll happen. So amateurs being kind of wrong-footed at this point. They put under pressure. It's not a Rambo to Rambo channel, but at this point here, there was some amateur activity to mimic this one. Coming back down, and yeah, let's keep holding, see where this goes. But we could be testing into these lows at 5200 into the close. What is it? 153. It's got another hour or so to run. You can see on the 1500 2-bar chart, two signals short there, kind of overlapping a little bit. That's why they're kind of looking a little. Let me do this instead. There we go. So you get two signals short. Different algorithms for looking at the confirmed break on Better Pro-Am. One is just looking for a simple reversal, just some counter trend movements and then a break below the previous low or high. One of the other signals is looking for a deeper retrace back into what I call the Pro box here, which is this area there. And so we got both of those breaks, which is good. That's a little bit of detail about the code there. So we've got resistance on the highest time frame come in on the 1500 2-bar chart. Bang, bang, bang. Alright, let's keep holding now. Okay, so a couple of minutes later, there we go. We've got our sign of weakness coming on the 1500 2-bar chart. Big things happen at triples. Then we're waiting for the next reversal signal. Show a downtrend and better sine wave comes in there. So it's good. So all four charts kind of showing the same thing. Sign of weakness on the 500 and 1500 2-bar charts in terms of price, better sine wave, and we got volume patterns here where we've broken below the blue professional bars on the 500 and the 1500 2-bar chart. We've got some Rambo patterns here. I'm just in the middle of eating a muffin, a breakfast muffin, just to because I'm starving. Anyway, coming down here, we've not broken above the highs of those amateur bars, that sequence there, so that's kind of okay. Maybe you shouldn't have reversed at this double Rambo kind of previously. But anyway, as long as you get the trend direction right in the long term, it kind of works out. Small losses taken along the way when you make kind of little errors of judgment, but as long as you jump on to the strong trend, it always works out, and you always make back more than you lost in the little points of indecision. So you're down almost at 8, but I'll be looking for this low to be tested. What's this level down here? 96, so it's actually through 52s. So 5200. So it'll be interesting to see. But we need to trail our stop, sitting way up at 21s at the moment, my stop. But we're going to wait and see the blue professional bars coming as we go into that those lows for the end of the day. So, alright, so here we go. We're playing with the 3s. I bounced off it here a little while ago. No blue professional bars yet, so the trailing stop is miles away. And that's my phone going off. The lows for the day were not made with blue professional bars. We had exhaustion sold, bullish divergence, and a flush pattern here, and that's why we bounced. But we didn't have blue professional bars. All the professionals came in here on the retrace, kind of played games with us up here, and then we continued down. The amateurs got a little bit too excited here. We kind of stopped some of them out, and then we're coming back down. So here we go. So 5200, obviously important levels, it's a round number, but the low down here that we saw is so 96.75. Okay, so around there's going to be a bunch of stops, so running those will be an objective, and then possibly a target to be looking for. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Trailing stop is the way to exit efficiently, and sitting up at 21 at the moment, but I'll trail it down as we get around here. Okay, 5201. So there's going to be fireworks at 5200. There we go. Come on, touch it. Pullback resistance, so we're putting in a pullback to end of trend on the lowest time frame, but we've still got the intermediate time frame to make. No sign of the blue professional bars, no exhaustion sell, so here we go. Alright, here we go. Broke through that previous low, and no end in sight, no exhaustion patterns, no blue professional bars. So this thing is all of a sudden gone a little bit exponential, parabolic, whatever. As the move accelerates, we just slice through 5200. We've got a pullback 200 trend on the lowest time frame, none on the intermediate time frame, but no exhaustion patterns, no blue professional bars, so just holding. Alright, trauma stop 99. But let's see if we continue down with a little exhaustion pattern. Some blue professional bars coming under the lows down here. Got a support on the highest time frame. Better sine wave here. That's why we've got the big things happen at triples. Signal come up. Okay, flush pattern just showed up. Not an exhaustion pattern, but a flush pattern. Whole bunch of blue professional bars coming in here, so 213. It's not the end of the day, so they're taking profits down here. Trailing stop not been broken. Stop sitting at 99 at the moment. No, I'm out. 96 even. Out at 96 for 18.5. There we go. So I'm sure it'll continue down with exhaustion sells, but for me, all those blue professional bars plus that cyclical support pullback to end of trend, that's enough. Continue to watch it, see where it goes, but that's me done for the day. There we go, blue professional bars come in, big blue professional bars, so they've come in from the 1500 tip bar chart, excellent. So it's a good place to be out. Alright, so we go a couple of minutes later, blue professional bars coming on the 1500 tip bar chart there, and so they get reflected in big blue professional activity here on the 500 tip bar chart, so it's significant. Then we trail the stop now down on the 1500 tip bar chart as well. So good, glad to be out. There we go, up to 99s. So not a bad day. First trade was long, 5 1/4. Then took a short out for 1 point loss, went long for 1.5 point loss, and then the best trade was the short into the close, or towards the close, for 18.5. So the grand total 21 1/4 points, 4 trades. And that's me done for the day. I'll watch it into the close, just see what happens, but that was an interesting day. Hope your trading went well.